What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Game Night YouTube channel. In today's video, guys, we're doing a playthrough of Cozy Oaks by Peter Jenk. I have a couple of playthroughs on the channel of Cozy Oaks, so if you want to check those out after you watch this one, if you want some more Cozy Oaks action, I've got a couple other playthroughs for you guys to check out, and there will be many more in the future. But let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. So I'm going to be playing the solo mode of the game, of course. Let's get all the decks of cards shuffled up while I chat with you guys briefly at the start of the video. Yeah, man, I'm having so much fun with this game. I have mentioned in the other playthrough videos that I intend to put out a tutorial for Cozy Oaks, but I've just been really wanting to play the game rather than make the tutorial video. I will get around to it eventually, but yeah, man, I just want to sit down and play the game. It is so fun. Also, that first playthrough video that I put out, I labeled it and titled it as a playthrough, and it is. But it also serves as like a sort of tutorial because I do go over the rules of the game and each of the individual cards and everything in the first portion of the video. So although I didn't label it a tutorial, it is sort of like a little mini tutorial. But again, I do intend on making an official tutorial for the game as well. So be sure to check that one out if you want to learn how to play. You'll probably pick up on it pretty quickly as you watch me play through the game today. It's actually fairly simple, even though there's a bunch of little decks of cards and it might look like it's sort of potentially complicated. It's really not very complicated. Essentially, we are trying to reach a certain score total by the end of the game and meet some specific requirements so that we don't lose the game. And again, you can watch all of that in that other video, kind of go over all of that, but you'll see it in action here today. But we're just going to do a straight playthrough. I'm going to kind of assume that you already know how to play the game at this point in this playthrough. And again, even if you don't, you'll still derive value from it and most likely pick up on how to play the game as you watch me actually go through the motions and play the game. So let's get the last couple of decks shuffled up here. We'll do the little fish deck. Hopefully we don't get a bunch of the same type of fish all out at the same time like we have been. And let's also shuffle up the villager deck as well. Because of course on the solo variant of Cozy Oaks, you use this villager deck. So we'll get those mixed up. There we go. And I'm doing an overhand shuffle. I've had comments before, people saying, you're fake shuffling. I'm not fake shuffling, guys. I'm doing an overhand shuffle. So these are shuffled up. Those are good to go. I believe everything else is good to go. We have our level 1 skills over this way. We're starting with our basic house, greenhouse plot, windmill plot, and we've got some light and heavy garbage in the garden, the weeds and the rotten crops, and the same thing down here by our coop and barn, the coop poop, and the barn poop. Coop poop, that is just too fun to say, the coop poop. And again, we've got all of our skills over this way. Also, we need to pick a sort of like difficulty mode to play on here. So there are 4 different ones that you could choose whenever you're playing the solo mode. The other 2 playthroughs I've played on the Cozy Farm setting where we need to get 10 hearts from the villagers by the end of the game, or 10 friendship. But I think I'm going to try on Swampy Farm, and we need 14 friendship hearts. I've been playing a lot of Phasmophobia. We need 14 friendship hearts in order to win the game. So we're going to go for that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we're able to do it. This is my first time trying it on that difficulty. It's technically like the hard mode difficulty, so we'll see if we can pull it off. Either way, win or lose, we're going to have a blast. This game is super fun. So let's not waste any more time and jump right in here, guys. So we're starting out with 1 gold. We're also starting out with 1 ruby. And I guess we can go ahead and set up the board. That might help. We can't do too much without the board set up. So let's go ahead and flip all the cards over here. We got some grapes, some pumpkin, and some cauliflower for our crops. And then for our animals, we got a goat, a turkey, and a rabbit. And then for the items, we've got a bee house, a fireplace, and a workbench. For the food, we get 2 food items. We get green tea, and we also get tomato soup. The forageables and the ores stay like that. You don't flip any over. And then for the slimes, we got a green slime, a small green slime, a small red slime, a large purple slime, my favorite color, and another small red slime. And then for the fish, we've got a puffer fish, that is an ocean fish. Then we've got a bass, it is a river fish. We've got a bullfrog, it's a lake fish. Let's go, guys. We're getting a little bit of everything. This is awesome. And then a catfish, which is another river fish. That's excellent. That's an excellent little group of fish right there. Okay, cool. Then at the start of the year, we're on year 1 in spring. Of course, we need to draw some villagers and meet their requests. So we've got Officer Gary. He's only going to give us 2 hearts, 2 friendship hearts. So I think we should definitely get another villager for this year. Hope we get a little more lucky. Ooh, we got Nurse Ida. She's going to give us 2 hearts. I think I'm going to stick with that for now. That'll give us 4 out of the 14 hearts that we need. So not quite a third. Almost. Hopefully we'll get a little bit luckier on the upcoming years, but I'm just going to stick with these 2. Because, of course, the more villagers you have... Oh, Ziggy is super excited, guys. The more villagers you have, you know, it's harder to meet all of their requests if you have a bunch of villagers out. So, but you need the hearts in order to win. So we're going to go with that. Officer Gary is going to require an iron ore, so we'll have to go mining. And Nurse Ida wants 1 good, which we can get mostly from animals, from our farm animals. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. So this is going to be spring of year 1. I am going to start out by... should we mine early on? And maybe just try to get this out of the way for Officer Gary? Maybe so. Ziggy just came in the room with a treat. He's got a big treat. I think I want to start mining. Also, I'm going to move these little books out of the way and put them over here on top of the box. That we have this area up here to put cards down. Let's do let's do mining, I think, to start out. Yeah, I think I want to start with that, and we're probably going to upgrade this skill pretty early on. So it's going to cost 1 time. I am going to use... Oh, also, guys, we're going to have some restrictions I forgot to go over. So I should have checked that first. So, ooh, we're not going to be able to mine. Hold on. Let's pull that back. I'm glad I just remembered and double-checked that. So we're in spring. We cannot plant, which means we can't plant any crops. And in spring for Nurse Ida, we cannot mine. So we can't use our mine skill during spring. So we can't plant and we can't mine. So, okay. So scratch that plan. We need to do something else instead. I think maybe we'll fish. We are going to need some fish. We're going to need more than 1 lake fish, more than 1 river fish, and more than 2 ocean fish. So let's go ahead and fish. We'll start with that. We can catch 1 lake fish, and we'll use our mine skill to spend the time for it since we can't mine in spring. And we can catch 1 lake fish. So let's go ahead and catch this bullfrog, and we'll get that over this way, and then we'll replace it like so. Cool. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do next? We can't plant anything, which is really brutal. This is a really rough first season, honestly. This is pretty tough. Maybe we can forage. Let's go ahead and forage. It's free to play, and we can gather 1 forageable or harvest 1 crop. So let's gather a forageable. And we got stone, and that's going to give us 1 material. I really want to maybe try focusing on... I mean, it's going to depend on, you know, what we get in the game and everything, like what villagers come up and stuff like that. But I want to start maybe focusing on trying to make more items, because I feel like getting items is probably a really good way to get more star points at the end of the game. And I haven't focused too much on that yet. But again, it's really going to depend on like the game state and which villagers, you know, you have available. Okay, so next I think I want to do the livestock skill. So this says that you can collect from 1 animal, then or purchase 1 coop animal. So I want to purchase a coop animal. So that costs 0 to play. And there's the turkey for 1 gold, and there's also the rabbit for 0 gold. I'm going to go ahead and grab the rabbit for 0 gold, and they come into play with 1 good. So whenever we collect goods from our rabbit on probably the following turn, yeah, we'll have Nurse Ida taken care of. We'll have that 1 good that she needs taken care of. Next, let's see. What do we want to do here, dudes? What do we want to do? There's a little bug that has entered Cozy Oaks. They live there now. Let's do... We can't really craft anything. And there's really no reason to cook yet. So I think we can hunt. It's going to cost 2 time. And we'll spend craft and cook in order to do it. Ooh. Yeah, we're not going to be able to farm either because we can't plant anything. This is a rough turn 1, dude. This is pretty rough. We can hunt 1 small slime. So I'm going to hunt this red slime, and I want to actually collect it over here rather than get the gold from it. So we'll collect it, and we got a small blue slime that takes its place. Next up, I'm going to play Improve, and we can clean 1 light garbage. So I think I want to make more room for crops. So we're going to clear out the weeds from the garden. And then we've got farm. again, water one crop, then or plant one crop. But because of Officer Gary, we cannot plant in spring, and we don't have any crops to water. So farm basically does nothing. So that is the end of the first turn, the first season. So we could sell any number of resources. We don't have 3 produce to sell. We don't have 2 goods to sell. And we've got a ruby that we could sell for 1 gold, but I want to keep the ruby. And then next we get all of our skills back, and then we get to upgrade a skill. So let's put all of our skills back down this way. And I think I'm going to upgrade mine. Yeah, I think that's going to be the first skill that we upgrade is mine. So let's go ahead and put this one over here in a new pile. And we're going to get the mine skill out of here from the level 2 skills. So we got level 2. Oops, that was hunt. Where's mine? There we go. It's the orange one. Cool. So mine is going to be a lot better for us now. Instead of drawing 2 ores and choosing 1, we get to draw 3 ores and keep 2. So that's a huge upgrade. Really, really impactful. Okay, cool. So that was the end of the season. So we're going to move over into summer now, and we don't have any summer restrictions from Officer Gary or Nurse Ida, so we can just do whatever the heck we want, guys. So I think now I want to start out. Oh, also we need to replace our animal up here after we bought that little rabbit. Now I want to mine. I want to mine. So let's grab our mine skill. It's going to cost 1 time. I'm not going to cook this season, so we're going to spend our cook skill in order to pay the 1 time. So we get to mine 3 ore, keep 2, and discard the other. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to get rid of the copper ore. We're going to keep the silver. We're going to end up using that at the end of the year to fulfill Officer Gary's request. And then we got a ruby ore. So you gain a ruby, and then you toss it in the trash. So we got our ruby. So we got 2 rubies now. That's really, really good. And of course, you use the rubies to power up your skills. So let's see. What do we want to do here? We do need more goods to pay off Nurse Ida. So I guess we should probably go ahead and play our livestock skill. So let's do that. We'll play livestock, and we can collect from 1 animal, then or purchase 1 coop animal. So let's collect this good from the rabbit. It's going to go out to pasture here. And then we can purchase 1 coop animal. And they all cost gold. I think I'm going to grab the turkey. It costs 1 gold, so we're going to spend our 1 and only gold to get it, and we'll put that down this way, and it comes into play with 2 goods on it. So put our 2 goods on there. Okay, cool. I also want to get some crops going too. What do we have? We got a fall crop, and a spring crop. Ooh, so we could get ready for fall. So let's play farm. And it says water 1 crop, then or plant 1 crop. So I want to plant a crop. Also, we need to replace our animal. We got a little pig, a barn animal. I want to get a fall crop. Dude, I'm going to get the pumpkin. It provides 4. That is insane. Pumpkins are insane. So whenever we harvest this, it's going to give 4 produce, which is really good. The other option were the grapes, which are also a fall crop, but they only give you 2. So they're literally half as good as the pumpkin. The pumpkin's crazy. Okay, so we got some pumpkins planted. Next, I guess we can play improve, and we can clean 1 light garbage. So we'll get rid of this coop poop down here. So long, coop poop. So now we can have an extra animal down by our coop and barn area. Next, let's see here. I think I want to fish again, and I'm going to use hunt in order to pay for it. And we can catch a lake fish. Wait, are there even any lake fish out, guys? There are not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a ruby, and we can catch 2 lake fish or catch 1 river fish. So let's go ahead and catch a river fish, and we're going to grab the catfish here, and then we're going to replace it. And we've got a walleye, a river fish. So we got 2 river fish and 2 ocean fish out in play. And again, we need 2 lake fish. Okay, cool. So we've got our 2 lake fish now. Now, that'll change most likely as we get more villagers in the coming years, but we're at least keeping up, so far. Next, I'm going to forage, and we can gather 1 forageable or harvest 1 crop. We don't have any crops to harvest. Of course, you can only water your crops in the correct season, and since this is a fall crop, we're in spring. We can't water it yet, so we can't harvest yet either. So we're going to gain a forageable, and cool, dudes, we got a grasshopper. So this is our first bug, and you get a different number of star points at the end of the game depending on how many bugs you have. So right now with 1 bug, we only get one star point. But that's cool. We started our bug collection, at least with our little grasshopper dude here. And then we've got craft, where we could craft an item. I don't know if we can craft anything. Let's see. No, we don't have the required items in order to craft any of these things, unfortunately. So we can't craft. So that's just going to hang out there, and that is the end of the season. So we could sell any resources. I'm going to keep all the things that we have here. We'll return all of our skill cards back over this way, and then we have to upgrade one of our skills. So let's get these back over here like so. There we go. And then we can upgrade a skill. What do we want to upgrade, guys? I think I want to upgrade... I'm leaning towards fishing, honestly. Because catch one lake fish is basically useless now that there's only river and ocean fish out in play. So I think we're going to upgrade fish. We're going to do that. Also, let's check and see if we have any fall restrictions. We do. Cannot hunt. Okay, we can't hunt in fall. Okay. So we can go ahead and get fish. Also, are there any winter restrictions coming up? Cannot purchase. Oh, wow. So you can't purchase anything. So that means like you can't purchase coop animals or barn animals. You can't purchase. Well, would that be the only thing? Yeah, I think you only can't purchase animals. Okay, interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that restriction before. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Cool, so we upgraded our skill to level 2 fishing, and then we moved the tracker up over this way. I apologize about the barking, guys. Ziggy is super excited today. He's all hopped up on treats over here. Okay, cool, so we're going to move into fall, and I know most of you guys probably don't mind. You get like a little Ziggy cameo. Cool, so we're going to go into fall here. So again, in fall, we cannot hunt, so we have to keep that in mind. So we'll just end up using our hunt skill to pay for something like mining. Let's go ahead and mine, and we're going to pay for it with our hunt skill. And we get to mine 3 ore, keep 2, and discard the other. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to discard the stone and then keep the silver ore and the gold ore, like so. Cool. Next, I think I want to fish. So let's play fish. And I'm going to get rid of cook in order to play it. And we can catch one lake fish or catch one river fish. So let's go ahead and catch the bass here, and we'll replace it with another fish. I'm doing pretty well at remembering to replace the cards, guys. I mean, a couple times I forgot, but I caught it pretty quickly. I'm getting a little bit more used to it. Next up, all of our cards cost 0 over here, so that's great. Let's go ahead and farm. And we can water one crop and then or plant one crop. So we're in fall, so we can water our fall crop. So let's go ahead and water that guy. We're going to get 4 produce on our pumpkin crop. So water one crop, then or plant one crop. So we can also plant a crop as well. Let's go ahead and get set up for spring of next year, and we're going to get this cauliflower planted. So we'll get that down. That also provides 4 produce, which is amazing. Next, let's do our livestock skill and collect from one animal, then or purchase one coop animal. So let's collect one good from our turkey over here, and then we could purchase a coop animal, but unfortunately all the animals out are barn animals, so we can't purchase any of those. So we might want to think about upgrading to a livestock level 2 skill this year, or at the end of the season rather. Let's go ahead and forage, and we're going to, it says you can gather one forageable or harvest one crop. We're going to go ahead and harvest this crop, and we get 4 produce from our pumpkins right there, guys. That is huge. That is huge. Improve is clean one light garbage. That is basically useless for us unless we renovate a structure. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's play improve, and we're going to spend our ruby here to renovate a structure. And I've only ever... Oh, you know what? We can't. We can't. I don't have enough gold. You need 6 gold. I just remembered. You need 6 gold to renovate any of these structures. We cannot do that. I almost made a big boo-boo right there. Okay, so this card's going to be useless this turn, basically. With craft, we can craft an item. If we spent the ruby, we can craft up to 2 items. But let's see if we can even craft anything. So we need 2 produce, 0 goods, and 2 materials. We don't have the 2 materials. For this, we need 3 materials, and for this one, we need 3 materials. Okay, we need more materials. Maybe I should have kept the stone. The materials from the stone. It's okay. We'll forage again next turn, I'm sure. So yeah, we can't really do anything with either of these skills right here. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So that's the end of the season, and we're going to return all the skill cards back. Oh, we can sell stuff. We can sell stuff. You know what? I'm going to sell these 3 produce for a gold. There we go. And then we get all of our skills back. Okay, cool. So we'll put all these back over this way, like so. And then we're going to get to upgrade one. Okay, and I'm thinking that we're probably going to upgrade livestock here. Let's go to livestock level 2. That seems good. So we'll go ahead and snag level 2 livestock, and I'm going to put it down here. So I want all my level 1s up top, and then our level 2 skills down at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, that is it. Yeah, that is it. So now we move into winter, and we've got a winter restriction from Nurse Ida over here, which is we cannot purchase. So we can't purchase any of these farm animals, which kind of sucks because we just upgraded our livestock skill. Maybe that wasn't the greatest time to do it. It is what it is, though. We made the decision. We're sticking with it. Okay, so other than not being able to purchase, we can do basically everything else. So I think I want to... I think I want to mine. Yeah, I think I want to mine, and we're going to use improve to pay for it. So we can mine 3 ore. Mining is like, I think maybe my favorite thing in the game. It's really fun. We're going to get rid of copper ore, and we're going to grab the gold ore, and then we get a ruby. I don't know. It's all fun, but like I really like the mining. It's super fun. The fishing too. Speaking of, let's fish. Let's go ahead and fish and get rid of... What are we going to get rid of, guys? Let's get rid of hunt. We're probably not going to hunt this turn. It's so expensive time-wise. So let's go ahead and spend hunt in order to pay for fish. So we can catch 1 lake fish or a river fish. I want to catch a river fish. Let's go ahead and get this walleye here. And we're hoping that we don't get another ocean fish. Another ocean fish. Well, crap. The thing that I was saying at the beginning of the video, I hope doesn't happen. It happened. We've got all ocean fish out on the board here, but it is what it is. We'll need some ocean fish too. Next, let's forage. Maybe we could set ourselves up to craft something here. So let's go ahead and forage. And there we go, dude. An oak tree that gives us 2 materials. So we've got 2 materials now, or 3 materials rather. Cool. So now we could actually craft something. I kind of want to craft this workbench. So it costs 0 produce, 1 good, and 3 materials. So I'm going to spend 1 good and 3 materials, and we're going to play craft for free and craft 1 item. And we're going to craft the workbench and put it down this way. We can either sell it for 2 gold immediately or keep it for 4 star points at the end of the game. I'm going to keep it for the 4 star points. Next up, I think I want to farm. Yeah, I think I want to farm. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, gaining these items right here, crafting the items, it's not considered purchasing them. So we're not breaking the cannot purchase stipulation over here. I'm pretty sure it's only for purchasing animals because they have an actual gold cost tied to them, and it'll say purchase. Like collect 2 animals, collect from 2 animals, then or purchase 1 coop or barn animal. So it uses the word purchase, so we can't do that. So we're going to go ahead and farm, water 1 crop, then or plant 1 crop. We can't water the cauliflower because we're in winter and it's a spring crop, but we can plant a crop. So let's go ahead and plant, let's plant the grapes since they're a fall crop. We'll start getting a fall crop going as well. There we go, and we replace it. Oh, with the snow pea. That's cool. That's the only winter crop in the crop deck, so that's pretty neat. We got the snow peas there. Okay, sweet. And then we've got an option here. We can either cook or we can play our livestock skill. They each cost 1 time, so we'll play 1 and pay for it with the other one. Can we cook anything? Can we cook a food? We only need 1 produce to cook either of those things. The green tea or the tomato soup. So you know what? I think we're going to cook. I'm going to play cook. We're going to pay for it with the livestock skill. And I am going to get some tomato soup. It requires 1 produce in order to get it. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and 0 goods. So we got the tomato soup, and we're going to put it over here in our collectible zone, and it's going to give us 1 star point at the end of the game. And then we get a new food in place of it, and we got a muffin that requires 2 produce and 0 goods. Okay, cool. That's the end of the season. We can sell any items that we want. I'm going to keep all of my stuff over here, and then we get all of our skills back. So let's get all of those back. We got a level 2 skill here. Some level 1s, more level 1s here. So we're starting to get a couple of skills built up here. We got a whole bottom row full of level 2 skills now. And now we have to upgrade another skill. So we're about to move into the next season, or the next year even. I'm trying to think, what do I want to upgrade? Maybe farm? Let's upgrade our farm skill. So we're going to get rid of the level 1 farm skill, and we're going to upgrade to the level 2 farm skill, like so. This is quite a powerful upgrade. So now it says choose 2. So we get to do 2 of these things every time in any order. Water 1 crop, plant 2 crops, and harvest 1 crop. It is really good, especially when you water and harvest in the same turn. Really, really powerful. Cool. So that's it for that. We upgraded our skill card, and now we're going to move the season marker. So we're in winter, so we're going to year 2. And spring of year 2. So we're zipping right along here, dudes. Before we actually go into the new year, we need to pay off the requirements for our villagers over here. So Officer Gary wants a silver ore. So we've got a silver ore for him. We have to discard it. So he's been paid off. And Nurse Ida wants a good, and we've got 1 good for her. So she's been paid off. Had we not been able to pay them off just now, we would have lost the game. We would have lost the game. And then they have a certain donation value that they require at the end of the game. So Nurse Ida is pretty gracious. She's like, I don't want anything. I just enjoy you being here in Cozy Oaks. And then old Officer Gary down here wants 1 gold as a donation at the end of the year, or at the end of the game rather, at the end of the 3rd year. Okay, so we're good for now. We'll worry about that a little bit later on. Cool, so now we're moving into year 2, so we need to get some more villagers out in play here. So keep in mind, we've got 4 hearts, 2 from Nurse Ida and 2 from Officer Gary, and we're going for 14 on the mode that we're playing on. So let's see what we get here. We got Madeline. She gives us 3 hearts. I think I'm going to go for another one here for sure. And we got Mayor Williams, who gives us 2 hearts, so that's a total of 5. Plus the 4 that we already have is 9, which means we'll need 5 more in year 3. So maybe we'll get lucky. There is a villager. I can't remember her name. Is it Susie, I think? She gives you 5 hearts. So maybe we'll luck out and get her. And we'll only need 1 villager. Okay, cool. So we're heading into the 2nd year here. Madeline is going to want a ruby. Well, lucky for us and lucky for Madeline, we've already got 2 rubies, so we got that covered. We just need to hang on to 1 by the end of the year to give to her. And Mayor Williams wants a fish, and we've got fish already, so we're already covered with both of them. Fortunately, Mayor Williams has no fish of any type. He's got no lake, river, or ocean fish, so that's not going to increase our fishing requirement. And Madeline wants 1 lake fish, or she has 1 lake fish and 1 river fish, but no ocean fish. So let's tally up what we have so far. So lake fish, we've got 1, 2. So we need 3 lake fish, and I think right now we've got 2. Yeah, we got a... Oh, no, we've only got 1, actually, guys. We've only got the bullfrog. How many river fish do we have? 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 river fish. Wow, okay. River fish, we need 1, 2. Okay, so we're good on river fish. We've got 3. We've got more than the villagers, so that's good. And then ocean fish, we need 1, 2... they've got 2, so we need 3. Okay, so it looks like we need 3 of everything. We need 3 of each type of fish to have more than the villagers. And you don't lose the game if you don't have more fish than them. You just won't score points for those particular types of fish if you don't have more than the villagers. Okay, so in spring we cannot clean, which we're not worried about. We're not going to do that, and that is it. Yeah, we just can't clean. Okay, let's see. Coming up in fall, we cannot gather. So we won't be able to forage. Or in summer is going to be next. We can't gather either. So we can't gather in summer or fall. And then in winter we cannot fish. So we need to get our fishing done before the end of the year. Okay. So let's see. What do we want to do here, guys? It is spring, so I want to water the cauliflower. So let's go ahead and farm. We're not going to use our improved skill because we don't have enough gold to upgrade anything yet. So we're going to go ahead and farm. And then again, we've got this new level 2 farming skill. So we could choose 2. Water 1 crop, plant 2 crops, and harvest 1 crop. And we can choose those and do them in any order. So I want to water the cauliflower since we're in spring and it's a spring crop. So we're going to get 4 of these produce cubes on it. And then we can harvest a crop. So I'm going to immediately harvest this crop as well. And we're going to get the 4 produce. And we'll put the cauliflower over here in the discard zone. Cool. All right, that was amazing. See, dude, like farm level 2 is so good. It's so much better than farm level 1. It is really, really good. Next up, I think we should probably fish because I do want to get those fishing points at the end of the game if possible. I am going to use... What am I going to use to pay for this? I'm going to use Hunt to pay for this. We should probably upgrade Hunt pretty soon too, because that 2-time requirement is gnarly, dude. That is super gnarly. So we can catch 1 lake. Oh wait, are there only ocean fish? There's only ocean fish. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to play fish, and I'm going to spend a ruby, and we're going to do the boosted version. Catch 2 lake fish and or river fish, or catch 1 ocean fish. So we're going to catch an ocean fish, and we're going to catch this puffer fish right here. There we go. So it's our first ocean fish. We need 3 of them. And we got a piranha, another river fish out there. We don't need those, I don't think. We've got 3 river fish, right? Yeah, so we're good on river fish. So a little unfortunate. Maybe we'll upgrade fish again, too. Because I'm pretty sure when you upgrade fish to the 3rd one, and you can look through the skill decks at any time, I think you catch any fish? Or is that if you spend a... Yeah, catch any 1 fish. And then if you spend a ruby, you can catch any 2 fish. But yeah, fishing level 3, insane. Super, super, super good. Okay, so now I kind of want to mine. I think I'm going to mine, and I'm going to use cook to pay for it. And we're going to get 3 ores. We got a ruby ore, another ruby ore, and stone. So we're going to discard the stone, and we get 2 rubies. Guys, that's insane. Let's go. Double ruby action. Okay, and then next, I want to forage. So we can gather 1 forageable. And we got a blossom tree, so we'll chop that down, and we're going to gain 1 material from it. Like so. And then we could craft, or we could use our livestock skill, and I think we're going to go ahead and use our livestock skill. It requires 1 time to pay for it, so we'll use craft to pay for it. We can collect from 2 animals, then or purchase 1 coop or 1 barn animal. So we're going to collect from the turkey. We get a good. It's going to go out to pasture. And then we can purchase 1 coop or 1 barn animal. So since they're all barn animals, I'm going to spend my 1 gold, and we are going to get this goat right here. Like so, and it's going to come into play with 3 goods on it. There we go. Okay, nice. And that is the end of spring of year 2. So we could sell any goods that we have. I'm going to sell this 3 produce here for a gold. We're not making much gold, honestly. I'm not going to sell anything else. And then we get all of our skills back. So put those back over this way. And then we get to upgrade another skill. Cool, so let's put these down here. We got 4 level 2 skills now. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade fish to level 3. Because that seems just insane that you can catch any fish you want. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put this is level 2. Put that back over here. Cool, so we got our first level 3 skill. Let's go. We're going to be freaking fishing masters over here. Is that it, guys? That is it. So we move into summer. Nice. So in summer, we cannot gather. Also, we need to replace this animal. We cannot gather in summer. So I think that means that we can't forage. Yeah, gather 1 forageable. So we basically can't forage. So maybe we can use this to harvest a crop, potentially? So let's see about farming. Let's go ahead and let's play our farm skill. It's going to cost 1. I'm going to use improve to pay for it. So we could choose to water a crop, plant 2 crops, or harvest a crop. We're in fall, so I'm going to water the grapes. We're going to get 2 produce on it. And then I think I'm actually going to... Do I want to harvest it, or do I want to plant another crop? I think I'm going to I think I'm going to plant. Yeah, we can plant 2 crops. So I'm actually going to plant the snow pea and get it ready for winter. I've never planted this before. It's my first time planting the snow pea. That's awesome. And it gives you 4 produce, which is really good. Okay. And then I'm going to use forage. So since we can't gather, it says gather 1 forageable or harvest 1 crop. So we can use forage to actually harvest a crop. So we're going to use that to harvest the grapes. So it's like we got an extra little crop down in the ground with our farm skill. Okay, cool. So we've got 3 of these now. We've got 3 produce. We'll probably sell those at the end of the year to gain a gold. Next, I want to fish. So let's use our brand new level 3 fish skill, dudes. We're going to use that, and I'm going to use hunt to pay for it. And it says that you can catch any 1 fish. That is insane. So let's go ahead and catch this halibut ocean fish here and replace it with a squid, another ocean fish. I also want to mine. So I'm going to mine, and I'm going to use cook to pay for it. And we can mine 3 ore. 1, 2, 3. Keep 2 and discard 1. I'm going to discard... What are we going to discard, guys? I'm going to discard the stone. And I'm going to keep the silver ore and the ruby ore. So we get a 4th ruby. Dude, I've never had 4 rubies. This is crazy. This is crazy. And then I think I want to do livestock. So it's going to cost 1 time. And it says collect from 2 animals, then or purchase 1 coop or barn animal. If we spend a ruby, it says collect from 2 animals and or purchase 2 coop or barn animals. No, we're not going to do that because we've only got 1 spot free. So we're just going to do the first one. We can collect from 2 animals. So we're going to collect 1 good from our goat here. We're up to 2 goods. And then we could purchase 1 coop or 1 barn animal. So I want to purchase this sheep, which is a barn animal, but it costs 0. So we're going to go ahead and get that. And it comes in with 2 goods on it. There we go. And then we'll replace it with a duck, which is a coop animal that costs 1 gold. It also comes into play with 2 goods. So this one is free and gives you 2 goods, but it's a barn animal. So it's kind of balanced out since this one's a coop animal. Okay, cool. That's the end of that. We could sell any goods that we want. So I'm going to sell this 3 produce. We're going to get our 2nd gold. I'm also going to sell these 2 goods. You could sell 2 goods for a gold. So now we're up to 3 gold, and I'm trying to work my way up to being able to improve one of our structures here. I've always ever improved the basic house. I've never improved the greenhouse plot or the windmill plot. So I kind of want to go for those this game and see what that's about. Then we get all of our skills back, and then we have to upgrade a skill. So let's get all of these set up on our little tableau over this way. There we go. Level 1, level 2, level 2, level 2, and level 3, dude. Let's go. Okay, we're about to move into fall here. What's going to be our stipulation, our restriction? Cannot gather again. So once again, we're not going to be able to gather. What do we want to upgrade, guys? I think I want to upgrade hunt because we need some more gold, and the 2 time to hunt is really, really brutal. So let's upgrade that. It's going to reduce it to 1 time now with the level 2 version of this skill. And then we're going to move into fall. So again, the fall restrictions, we cannot gather. So once again, we can't gather forageables with the forage skill. I think I want to... That's all. There's summer and spring crops up there, so we can't really plant anything. I think I want to hunt. Yeah, I think I'm going to hunt, and I'm going to use the forage skill to pay for it, so we can hunt 1 small slime. I'm going to hunt this blue slime here. I think we got a red one earlier, right? Is it red? Yeah, we got a small red slime earlier, so I'm going to go after the blue slime. I'm going to put him down here. So, of course, you get 2 star points for every different colored slime that you have at the end of the game. We got another large purple slime. Now I think I want to fish again. So let's go ahead and fish. We're going to spend improve to do it. We can catch any 1 fish. I'm going to spend a ruby, and we can catch any 2 fish. I'm going to get a crab, which is an ocean fish. We replace it with a bluegill, which is a lake fish, and I'm going to get that as well. And then we've got another ocean fish, the snapper. Cool. So we've got 3 ocean fish and a river fish. Let's double check our fish, how many we have. So we're going to need, what was it, 3 of everything? Yeah, we need 3 lake fish, we need 3 river fish, and we need 4 ocean fish. Yeah, so lake fish, we've got 1. I think we've only got 2 right now. 2, yeah, so we need 1 more. Ocean fish, we've got 1, 2, 3, so we're good there. And then river fish, we had 3 already. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we need 1 more lake fish, and then we're ahead of all the villagers currently with our fish numbers here. Next up, I think I want to mine, dude. I want to go mining, guys. So we're going to spend our cook action to do it. I find cook is pretty weak early on, but once you start upgrading it and then you're able to get access to these other benefits from the level of the cook skill you have, it gets better. So maybe we'll upgrade cook, at the end of the season. We'll see. So we're going to mine 3 ore. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get rid of the copper. We're going to keep the silver and the ruby, and we get another ruby. Dude, this is crazy. Let me see how many silver ore we have, because for every 3 of a particular ore you have, you score points. So we've got 1, 2. We've got 2 gold ore as well, and 3. Okay, cool. So that was our 3rd silver ore. So we're going to score 4 points at the end of the game for those, and we need to keep our eyes peeled for a 3rd gold ore as well. Next up, I think I want to go ahead and do our livestock skill. Yeah, let's do that. And it doesn't matter which one we use right here. We'll just use farm, I suppose. So we can collect from 2 animals and then or purchase 1 Cooper Barn animal. So we're going to go ahead and collect from both of our animals here, and we get 2 goods. And that is it. Yeah, that is it. That is the end of that season. So we could sell any number of goods. I'm going to sell both of our, or any number of our resources. I'm going to sell our 2 goods for 1 gold. I'm going to hang 1 to the rest of our rubies. Did I spend a ruby, guys? Oh, yeah, and then I got 1 back. That's insane. I think I spent it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. That's crazy. We're popping off on rubies. Then we get all of our skills back. So we're going to get level 1 cook, improve, forage, and then we got the rest over this way. Like so. Cool. And then I think I'm going to upgrade cook. Wait, we're about to move into winter. Do we have any winter? Cannot fish in winter. Okay, so our fishing is done. I'm glad we got all of our fishing out of the way. So we're going to upgrade our cook skill. So this is level 1. We're going to go to level 2. Level 2 cooking. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so that's it. Now we're going to move into winter here. And again, we cannot fish. That's the only stipulation. It's the only restriction. We cannot fish. I do want to cook something, but we don't have any produce or anything. But we're in winter, so you know what we are definitely going to do, guys? We're going to farm. Let's get our farm skill. It's hidden under here in the middle. Pull that guy out of there. So we're going to go ahead and farm. It's going to require 1 time. So since we can't fish, we'll go ahead and spend our fish skill to pay for it. And we could choose 2. Water 1 crop, plant 2 crops, or harvest 1 crop. So I want to water the snow pea. We're going to get 4 produce on it. And then I want to immediately harvest it, and we'll get those 4 produce. That's awesome. Let's go. That's the first time I ever watered and harvested the snow peas. Let's go. Sweet. And it was a huge payoff, too. We got 4 produce. So now we could cook. We could cook. Let's go ahead and cook. Let's see what we got here. If we cook the muffin for 2 produce, gather 1 forageable. That's cool. Or if we cook the green tea for 1, water 1 summer crop. I'm not too worried about that because we don't have any in the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook. It costs 1 time to do so. We're going to get rid of improve to pay for it. We can cook 1 food. So we're going to make the muffin. We're going to cook the muffin, and it requires 2 produce to do it. So we've got 4. So we're going to go down to 2. And 0 goods to cook it. So we're going to gain 1 star point, and we get to gather 1 forageable since we played the level 2 version of the cook skill. So let's gather a forageable. That's really cool, dude. We found a peach tree, so we're going to get a material and a produce. So we get a produce back. So it's like it only costs 1 produce. Let's go. We're back up to 3. And then we get to replace this food with a steak, which requires 1 good. And if you play level 2 hunt skill, it says hunt 1, or level 2 cook skill, it says hunt 1 small slime. It's pretty cool. All right, cooking's actually pretty good once you start leveling it up. It's just kind of meh at the beginning of the game, but it's definitely worth leveling up that skill. Okay, next, I think we should probably play livestock. Yeah, let's play livestock, and what am I going to use to pay for it? I think I'm actually going to use hunt to pay for it. We can collect from 2 animals, then or purchase 1 Cooper Barn animal. So we're going to collect from our goat and our sheep. They're going to go out to pasture here. And then we could purchase 1 Cooper Barn animal. And I'm going to spend a gold, and we'll go ahead and purchase the goat right here. It's a barn animal. We'll replace it with a sheep. It's another barn animal. It costs 0. And he's going to come into play with 3 goods on him. There we go. Okay, cool. We're making good use of the animals so far. Maybe we'll want to upgrade our windmill plot and see what that's going to do. Next, I want to mine. So let's go ahead and mine. And I'm going to use... What am I going to use here, dudes? I think I'm actually going to use forage to pay for it. And so we get to mine 3 ore. We got a copper ore, a copper ore. We want a gold ore here. Bam. There we go. We got a gold ore. So we're going to discard this copper. We got our 3rd gold, and we've got our first copper ore. So we could go toward a set of 3 copper ore. And then finally, guys, I'm going to craft an item. So we can craft 1 item. I want to get... I think I want to get this flower pot right here. So it requires 1 produce, 0 goods, and 1 material. So we're going to go down to 2 produce. We'll spend 1. And then we'll spend 1 of our 2 materials. And we'll get the flower pot. And it's worth 2 star points at the end of the game. And we replace it with the cart Whoa, which is worth 4 star points, but it requires a bunch of materials. 2 produce, 1 good, and then a lot of resources rather. 2 produce, 1 good, and 2 materials. Nice. Okay, that is it. So now we could sell stuff if we want. I'm going to sell... I think I'm going to sell these 2 goods for a gold. So we go back up to 4 gold, and then we get all of our skills back here. I'm going to hang on to our rubies. We could sell our rubies for a gold, but man, rubies are just really, really powerful. I feel like boosting a skill with a ruby is just, you know, in general, going to be worth more than 1 gold. So let's go ahead and put these down here most of the time. Maybe if you got a surplus and you really need that last gold to upgrade or to, repair one of your structures or something like that, maybe it'd be worth it in that instance. But most of the time, they're really good to boost your skills. So speaking of skills, we need to upgrade a skill here. Let's upgrade. Should we go crazy and upgrade Cook to level 3? I think we're going to. I've never tried this before, so I think we're going to. Let's try something new and see if we can find some cool synergies or something here, some cool play styles. So we're going to go with Cook level 3. So we'll put that down here with our other level 3 skill, Fish. Nice. Okay, and that is it. So that was the end of the year. So before we move into year 3, we need to go ahead and pay off our debts to the villagers here. So Madeline wants a ruby, so we reluctantly give up one of our rubies. So we've taken care of Madeline. And then Mayor Williams wants a fish, so we've got to give up a fish. And you know what? Since there's so many ocean fish out there, I think we're going to let them have the crab. So we'll go ahead and discard the crab. And especially with our level 3 fish skill, we should be good to get a bunch of fish to replace that. So we'll put him over this way. There we go. So we got 5 more friendship hearts, so we're up to 9. So now we're moving into year 3. This is the final year, and we're moving into spring. And let's see what we get here, guys. I'm hoping for the 5 heart one. We didn't get it. Phoenix only gives you 2 hearts. So we need at least 3 right here. There she is. There's little Susie. She gives you 5 hearts. Okay, so we still have to, commit to both of these villagers here. But that will give us, I think, 16 hearts at the end of the game. So we should be good there. So, yeah, so 7 here. Let's double check, make sure. So it's 7 plus the 2 is 9, plus the 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14, and then plus 2 is 16. Yeah, so we'll have 16 at the end of the year, and we're going for 14. I believe it was 14. Let's double check. Yeah, Swampy Farm 14. Cool. Okay, so Phoenix is going to want 1 produce. We've already got it. Susie is going to want a bug, and we've already got it. We got that little caterpillar from earlier, right? Grasshopper. Yeah, we've already got a grasshopper. So we've got them covered, dudes. We've got them completely covered. We're good to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and start out. We're in spring of the final year of the game. This is it, dudes. Let's do some... Ooh, I was going to say we should farm. We probably should farm. I'm going to farm. I'm going to spend 1 time to do it. We're going to use improve to pay for it. So we can choose 2 in any order. Water 1 crop, plant 2 crops, or harvest a crop. Let's plant 2 crops. I'm going to plant the tomatoes. It's a summer crop. And we've got orange, another summer crop. We'll plant that as well. And then we replace it with another summer crop, watermelon. It's a shame we didn't get that one because it gives 4 produce. This gives 2 and 3. It's okay, though. And then we can water 1 crop, but we can't water. You know what I should have actually done? Is it too late, guys? Is it too late for me to take this back? I should have gotten a spring crop. Nothing would change in this instance. We still would get the watermelon. Like, nothing would change necessarily. But you know what? I made the decision. I'm going to stick with it. But I should have got a spring crop. That was my bad. I should have got a spring crop right there because we could have watered a crop. So we could have watered the spring crop now since we're in spring, and then we could have used forage to harvest the crop. Rip. So that was my bad. I'm stuck with my decision though. We'll just stick with it. Okay, let's do some let's do some cooking, I guess. Actually, we need to fish too. We need to do a lot of things, guys. I'm going to fish, and I'm going to use hunt to do it. You know what? I don't know if we're upgrading anything. I don't know if we're gonna if we're going to be able to repair any of our structures this game. It's already year 3. It's getting kind of late in the game. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fish and spend hunt to do it, and we can catch any 1 fish. I'm actually going to spend a ruby, and we can catch any 2 fish. So I'm going to get this squid ocean fish here. And we've got a carp, a lake fish. Also, we're going to need way more fish, guys. Little Susie has 2 of every fish. Yikes. So we need to fish like every single turn. So let's add up the fish here. So lake fish, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 5 lake fish. So I'm already going to go ahead and probably just grab this carp. Ooh, I don't know. Hold on. We need 5 lake fish. How many do we have? Maybe lake fish is a lost cause. 1, 2. Ooh, we should probably focus on what we can actually accomplish here. Prioritizing ocean fish because you get the most points for that. So let's check out ocean fish. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 ocean fish. We've got 1, 2, 3. Only 3, dudes. Yikes. And then river fish, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of those do we have? 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I'm gonna go for another ocean fish then. We'll get this bream. That puts us up to 4, right? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need 1 more bream, I think. Ocean fish, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we need 6, so we need 2 more ocean fish. God, this is brutal, guys. Little Susie gives you a lot of hearts, but man, she's got a lot of fish. It kind of screws up your fishing game. Okay, we got a salmon out there. It's a river fish, and we got the carp. It's a lake fish. Snapper's an ocean fish, and we got the piranha, another river fish. So we got a little mix of fish out there. We really need a couple of more ocean fish. Maybe we'll get lucky. We do have the 1 out there with the snapper. Okay, next I want to cook, and I'm going to spend... We got a brand new level 3 cook skill. I'm going to spend our... I'm actually going to spend mine, I think, because check this out. So we're going to cook 1 food, right? So I am going to use our 1 produce here to cook the green tea. We'll replace it with a baked chicken, which requires 1 good. So we're going to get the 1 star point. Then we get to water 1 summer crop. We're not in summer, so that kind of sucks. So maybe I should have saved it, but it is what it is. But we do get the 1 star point, and what else we get is we get to get back 1 of our time cards. So we get to take 1 of these cards that we spent for time and get it back, and I'm going to get back mine. So it's kind of like we got to cook for free, and we got a free star point, basically. Cool. Then I am going to mine, and I'm going to use craft to pay for it. And we can mine 3 ore, keep 2 and discard 1. We got stone, silver ore, and copper ore. I'm going to keep the copper and the stone and get 1 material from it. There we go. So we're up to 2 material. And then we could forage, or we can use our livestock skill. I think I'm going to use livestock, and we're going to pay for it with forage. So we can collect from 2 animals, then or purchase 1 Cooper barn animal. So we'll collect from our goat, and then we could purchase 1. I'm going to purchase the sheep for free. It is a barn animal, and it comes into play with 2 goods on it, and we get to replace it with a pig, which costs 1 gold and comes into play with 3 goods on it. No piggy. Okay, and that is it, guys. Then we could sell stuff. I'm going to hang on to everything I've got over this way, and we get all of our skills back. So we got forage, craft, improve. Do we have any other level 1 skills left? No, dudes. Wow, we only have 3 level 1 skills left. I mean, to be fair, we are in like the final year of the game. So, okay. Cool. Now we get to upgrade 1 of our skills. We must upgrade a skill. What do we want to upgrade? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe we want to upgrade hunt to level 3. That way it costs nothing. That could be good. Let's do that. Have a free card to play. Cool. So we'll get rid of hunt. We'll put this over here, and we'll get this down this way. Cool. All right, nice. And here we'll swap these around. So we got all of our level 3s. So we got our level 1s, level 2s, and level 3s are here. Nice. Okay, and then that is it. So now we move into summer, and we need to check our restrictions here. In summer, we cannot craft. We had no restrictions in spring, so we can't craft in summer, so we just can't craft any items, essentially. So we'll end up using our craft skill to pay for another skill. So what I want to do first is I want to hunt, and it costs nothing, and I'm going to use one of our rubies, or gems, or rubies here, and we're going to get hunt one large slime for our skill. So we're going to hunt the purple slime, and I'm actually going to hunt it for its 3 gold. So we're going to put that there. We'll put this here, and we get 3 gold. So now we've got 7 gold up from 4. The yellow cubes, of course, are worth 6. So we've got 7 gold. So now we can finally actually improve something. And I think I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to play improve. And I am going to spend a ruby in order to renovate one structure. And let's see what the windmill plot does. It says, when you play the livestock skill, you may collect from an animal 1 additional time. We're going to do that. I've never done this before. So it costs 6 gold in order to upgrade it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It also gives us 5 star points at the end of the game, which is a huge bonus to upgrading these. So now, whenever we play the livestock skill, we can collect from an animal 1 additional time. So we're going to go ahead and play the livestock skill. And we can't craft in summer, right? Yeah, it cannot craft, so we're going to use craft to pay for it. So we can collect from 2 animals, then or purchase 1 Cooper barn animal. So we're going to collect from the sheep and the goat. And then since we've got the windmill, when you collect with the when you play the livestock skill, which we just did, you may collect from an animal 1 additional time. So we'll collect from the goat and the sheep an additional time. So we're up to 5 over here. This is the most goods I think I've ever had in a game at one time. And then the goat and the sheep go out to pasture. Dang, dude. Dang, dude, the windmill is sick. That's awesome. That is really awesome. And then we can purchase 1 coop or 1 barn animal. So I am going to get, I'm going to spend my last gold here, and I am going to get the pig. Like so, and it comes into play with 3 goods on it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Next, I am going to, let's see, what do we want to do here, guys? We've got our 1 produce still for Phoenix, and we've got our bug. I think trying to collect any more bugs is basically a lost cause at this point. So foraging is probably not the best way to go. We need to fish. We definitely need to fish. So let's go ahead and fish, and I'm going to spend cook in order to do it. So we're going to catch any 1 fish, and we need those ocean fish. So I'm going to go for a snapper, and I'm going to hope that we get another ocean fish to replace it. Dang, we got the sturgeon, which is a lake fish. Rip, guys. It's not looking promising for our fishing endeavors here. Next up, I want to... Ooh, I got to decide if I want to farm or mine. I guess I'm going to farm. Yeah, I'm going to farm. I'm going to go ahead and farm, and I'm going to use mine to pay for it. So we can water a crop, plant 2 crops, and then harvest 1 crop, and we could choose 2 of those. So we're going to water the oranges. We're in summer, so we'll water those, and then we'll harvest the crop immediately. And we will get these 3 produce over this way. Put that up here. Also, we need to replace the little pig with a chicken. There we go. And then we've got forage left, where we can gather 1 forageable or harvest a crop. There's no crops to harvest, so we'll gather a forageable. And what do we get? We got a stone that's going to provide us with 1 material. So we're now up to 3 materials. And that's crazy, dudes. We ripped through all of our rubies, too. We had like 4 of them at one point. Okay, cool. So that's the end of the turn. I am going to spend, or I'm going to sell these 3 produce, rather, for 1 gold. Also, we need gold desperately. We need to have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to have 8 gold by the end of the game, guys. Maybe buying the windmill was a terrible idea. I was not paying attention. Like, at all. I'm going to sell 4 of my goods for 2 more gold. So we're up to 3 gold. Okay, we need to get gold like immediately. I was not paying attention to that. If you can't pay off the villagers' donations at the end of the game, their little gold value in the corners, you lose. So that would be a crappy way to go out because I wasn't paying attention to that. So let's see if we can muster up the gold, if we can get the 8 gold required. We're at 3. Yikes, we can't spend any more gold on farm animals. Okay, so we have to upgrade a skill. I'm going to upgrade... What are we going to upgrade, guys? Maybe forage? Let's upgrade forage. So we got the level 1 forage skill, and we're going to go up to level 2. And it's going to cost 1 time now to use, though, which is kind of a thing. It's kind of a thing. But we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Okay, so that is it. We're going to move into fall, and in fall we cannot hunt, which is awful because we need to hunt to get gold. That's like one of the only ways you can get gold. Also, you cannot renovate, so we're fine with that. At least we got our renovations out of the way, so that's something. Okay, yikes, guys. We need gold desperately. We need to acquire as much produce and goods as we can this season so that we could sell them for gold at the end of the season. So let's go ahead and I guess let's do our livestock skill. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do livestock. Okay, so we need to pay one time in order to do it. We're not going to be, what can we not do? We cannot hunt and we can't renovate. So we're going to get rid of improve. So we can collect from 2 animals, then or purchase 1 Cooper barn animal. So we can collect from our pig, but then we got the windmill, so we can collect from it again. That's amazing. So that's basically 1 gold right there. And then we can get a Cooper barn animal. So we're going to get the chicken. It costs 0 gold. Again, we don't want to spend any gold. It's going to come into play with 1 good on it. And then we can replace this animal with a beaver. It's a coop animal that costs 1 gold that comes into play with 2 goods. Then what, guys? This is getting kind of gnarly. Let's see what our food does for us up here. The steak, hunt 1 small slime. Ooh, that's a way to get around hunting because we're not actually playing the hunt skill. I wonder if it works that way. Or if you just can't hunt. Nah, maybe you just can't hunt. Ooh, I don't know. Peter, if you happen to be watching, if you have a restriction that says you can't hunt, does that just mean that you can't play the hunt skill, or can you also not hunt if you use a particular food item? This says remove 1 light garbage. We're not worried about that. So I don't think we're going to cook anything. This will be good for next season though, because then we can hunt twice, which will be really good. So maybe this time we're going to... Also, is it worth fishing? How many river fish do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 river fish, guys. This is insane. How many do we have? Like 3 or something? 1, 2, 3. Oh. This is pretty brutal, guys. I think fishing is out of the question. That kind of sucks. Little Susie came in and wrecked our fishing endeavors. You know what? I think I am still going to do it, though, because we do have a shot at getting the ocean fish star points if we can get one. So we can catch any 1 fish. We'll just go ahead and catch this river fish, this piranha, and we're going to hope for an ocean fish. Dang, dude, a crawfish. It's another river fish. Rip the fishing. That sucks. Okay. This is getting down to the wire here, guys. I'm going to mine, and I'm going to spend cook to do it. We're going to mine 3 ore, copper, gold, and silver. We're going to toss the silver, and we'll keep the gold and the copper. How many copper do we have now? Do we have 2? That's 1, 2, 3. We've got 3? Oh, we've got 3. Okay, sweet. We've got 3. Also, silver ore, I think we just have the 3, and the gold ore, we just had the 3. 1, 2... and 3. Yeah, and then the gold ore, we've got 4 now, I think. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we completed a set of everything. We've got a set of everything now. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, I don't know. For some reason, I thought I only had 1 copper, but we've got 3. Okay, good. Next up, I want to... We've got spring and summer crops out there. That does us no good, guys. I think farming is just like done for us. I'm going to forage, and we're going to spend our farm skill to pay for it. It says gather 2 forageables or harvest 2 crops. So we're going to gather 2 forageables. We got a cherry tree. Nice. So we got 1 material, and we got a produce from it, which is really good. And we get to harvest, or we get to forage again, or gather again. We get another material. So we're up to 5 materials. My goodness. And then we could craft. Is there anything that we want to craft? Yeah, let's go ahead and craft the fireplace. So it requires 0 produce, 0 goods, and it requires 3 material. So we'll spend the 3 material. We'll get the fireplace, and I'm actually going to immediately sell it to get 2 gold. So we'll get 2 extra gold right here, because again, we need to pay off this debt to these donations to these villagers at the end of the year, and we got it replaced with a fish net right there. Cool. Okay, so that is it. We're moving into sleeping here. We're gonna go ahead and go to sleep, and we could sell any number of resources. I'm gonna sell these 2 goods for 1 gold, so we're now up to 6 gold. So we could just replace it with a yellow cube. There we go. So we got 6. We need 2 more gold, guys. Everything else we're going to go ahead and hang on to, and then we get all of our skills back. So we've got level 1 crafting. We've got Level 1 improve, and then everything else is level 2 or level 3. There we go. Cool. And then this is going to be our final skill upgrade, dudes. This is the last one that we can upgrade. What do we want to upgrade? What do we need to focus on here? Get this little hair out of here, dudes. I'm not entirely sure, guys. I'm really not sure. What happens if we do level 3 forage? What does that do? Gather 2 forageables and harvest 2 crops? Oh, and harvest 2 instead of ore. Oh, okay. I don't really need that. We're definitely not going to improve. We could clean a heavy garbage. Let's upgrade improve. Let's upgrade it. Oh, you know what? We only have level 1 improve. What happens if we get level 2 improve? Renovate 1 structure or clean 1 light garbage. Damn. It requires a ruby to clean 1 heavy garbage, and we don't have any. We could mine and cross our fingers and hope for the best. Because these -3 star points down here are nasty, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna grab level 2 improve. We're gonna go mining and hope that we can actually pull this off. Let's see, do we have a winter restriction? Cannot collect. Okay, so we can't collect from animals. So collecting from animals is going to be done. Okay, so we're moving into winter. This is it. This is the last season, final season of the game. If you guys made it this far in the video, man, I hope you've been enjoying it, dude. I'm loving Cozy Oaks, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and making it this far in the video. Seriously, super, super appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, dudes, and see if we can do this. Let's see if we can get a win here. Either way, I've had an absolute blast, so we've already won, man. We have already won. Let's see. Let's see here. We are going to start out with... we need that gold, dudes. We need that gold. I feel like fishing is just done. We're done with fishing. I guess let's hunt. I guess we're going to hunt. It costs nothing. We can hunt 1 small slime. I'm going to go after this red slime, and we're going to hunt it for its 1 gold. So we're going to gain 1 gold. So we're up to 7. We just need 1 more gold, and I've got a plan. There's a pink slime, a large pink slime that shows up. I want to cook. So I think this is going to do it for us here, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and cook. It requires 1 time. I think fishing is a lost cause at this point, right? Yeah, it is, unfortunately. That sucks. We're going to go ahead and get rid of fish, and we're going to cook 1 food, and I am going to cook the steak, which is going to require, just 1 good, actually, no produce. So our last good is going to give us, or do we have level 3 cook? Yeah, dude, we do. Okay, so it's going to give us 1 star point at the end of the game. We get to hunt 1 small slime, so we're going to hunt this little green slime, and we're going to hunt it for its gold. So, boom, we got our 8 gold. We actually freaking did it, guys, in the last season of the last year. And then we get one of our spent time cards back since we're playing a level 3 cook skill. Dude, level 3 cook is insane. Damn, dude, I've been kind of sleeping on cook a little bit the first few times I played. That card is insane, dude. It's definitely worth leveling up. Especially once you get to level, even if you just upgrade it to level 2, it's like all of a sudden like insanely more powerful. Okay, so we get our fish skill back. We probably won't use it to actually fish, but we can use it as another time card to spend now for one of our other skills, which is good. Let's see. What else do we want to do here, guys? So there's no point in fishing. I mean, we could try to mine, but what's really the point in mining? We've got 3 of each of the things, and we don't have enough to really get another one. I mean, I guess we've got 4 gold, right? We could hope that we get 2 more gold. We got 1. Let me double check, triple check. 2, 3, 4. I mean, we could hope for double gold. Let's go ahead and mine, and we'll use fish to pay for it. And we get to mine 3 ore, keep 2 and discard 1. There's 1 gold. There's the other gold. And there's the ruby. Oh, man. Well, it feels weird to discard a ruby, but we just got the double gold. So that's perfect. That's going to be another 5 points at the end of the game. That's amazing. That worked out perfectly. Livestock is basically off the table because in winter you cannot collect. So we can't collect from animals. So we need to use this to pay for one of our other skills. So let's go ahead and forage. And we are going to spend livestock in order to pay for it. We can gather 2 forageables or harvest 2 crops. We're going to gather 2 forageables. We've got a bumblebee. Nice. So we got another bug. And another bug would be great. We got a dragonfly. Another bug. Dudes. Okay. Dude, this is awesome. I'm just like, this is what we need. And the universe is like, okay, here you go. That's awesome how that works sometimes. Or all the time, depending on how you look at it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the bugs. Let's go ahead and do... Farming is probably pointless at this point, right? Yeah, because we can't water anything. There's nothing to harvest, and planting a summer or spring crop is useless here in winter, in the last winter of the game. Yikes, guys. Renovate a structure or clean a small garbage. We're not going to do that. Or light garbage. There's no light garbage to clean. We definitely don't want to spend any of our gold because we need it for the end of the game. So these are basically useless. And then craft an item? Is there anything that we can craft? Nope. No, because these two require 2 produce, and we need at least 1 produce for Phoenix, so we can't do that. And the one item, the fishnet, that does require 1 produce also requires 1 good, and we don't have any goods. So all 3 of these skills are basically null and void, and that's it. That is the end of the game here. So we're going to go to sleep. We could sell any number of products that we want. We don't have any extra left over to sell, so we would return all of our skill cards. We would upgrade a skill, but at this point, of course, it's the last season, so you don't need to upgrade a skill. And then that is it. So we need to provide the request to our villagers here. So Phoenix wants 1 produce, so there you go, Phoenix. And then little Susie wants a bug, so we're going to go ahead and give her the dragonfly. And that is it. So we've got both of those taken care of. And that is the most villagers I have ever had to deal with in one single run so far. Up in the difficulty is very interesting. Very, very fun. Yeah, super, super fun. I really enjoyed this one. So let's go ahead and check this out, guys. We've got 1. Plus 3 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. Plus 1 is 8 gold. So we're going to give them our 8 gold in donation. So we didn't lose the game. So that's good, but we don't have any gold left over to go towards a score, but we didn't lose the game. So we paid off the donations. We fulfilled all the requests of the villagers, and now we'll go ahead and check those fish counts again. I'm pretty sure we don't have the required fish, so we'll double check though. For lake fish, we need 2, 3, 4, so we need 5 because you always have to have more than the villagers. So we need 5 lake fish. And what did we have, like 2 or something? 1... what else? I think there was one other one. Yeah, and then the bullfrog, which is so cool. I love that that's a lake fish, a little bullfrog. So we only had 2. So unfortunately, we're not going to get points for that. Then for the river fish, the villagers have 1 plus 2 is 3, 4, 5. So we need 6 river fish, and I think we had 3 or 4. We've got the piranha. We've also got the walleye, the bass, and the catfish. So we did have 4 river fish, but we didn't have enough to earn points from it. And then last but not least, we've got ocean fish. 1, 3, 4, 5. We needed 6 ocean fish, guys. And we had the snapper, the bream, the squid, that's 3, the halibut, and the puffer fish, that's 5. And we just needed 1 more, but it didn't come up on the board, unfortunately. What was the next fish? A minnow, a lake fish. Okay, so it just was not meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Okay, so we didn't score any points for fish, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and double check the rule book here because I want to make sure that we're tallying up the points first and also, or correctly. First, I want to make sure that we got all the villager stuff. So yeah, we completed all their requests. We got enough friendship hearts, right, guys? I think we got 16. We got 2 from Phoenix, 5 from Little Susie, so that's 7. Mayor Williams brings it up to 9, and then 12 with Madeline. 14 with Nurse Ida, and 16 with Officer Gary. And again, we were going for 14 on Swampy Farm. So we completed that portion as well. We got the required friendship hearts. We dealt with all the seasonal restrictions. We paid them their town donation. We went over the fish score. We didn't score anything. And now we go ahead and tally up the actual final score. So let's use the rule book here to go over all the points that we get. Make sure we don't miss anything. So you get 1 star point for every 2 gold you have at the end of the game. We don't have any. You get 2 points for every different colored slime in your collection. So let's go ahead and check out the slimes that we got here. We've got a little blue slime. So that's 2. And we got a little red slime. So that is 4. So we've got 4 points. So we got to keep that in mind. We've got 4 points so far. And then we get star points for each crafted item in your collection. So let's check those out. So we've got 4 plus... We got the flower pot. It's worth 2, so that's 6 points. We've got 4 more points from the workbench. So that brings us up to 10 points. And that is it. I wanted to craft more items that game, but it just didn't happen. So we're at 10 points. Oof, this is a low score so far, guys. And then we've got 1 point for every food in their collection. So we've got 10 right now. We've got 11, 12, 13, 14. That's the most I've ever cooked. So we've got 14 points. Okay. And then we get points for the fish, but we didn't get any. We already tallied that up, so we're still at 14. And then we get points for each 3 sets of ores that we have. So we're at 14. So let's go ahead and do the gold. So that's going to give us 5 points. So we go up to 19. Then we've got 3 copper ore. That gives us 3 points, so we go up to 22. Then we've got 3 more gold. That gives us 5 more points, so we go up to 27. And then we've got 3 silver ore. That gives us 4 points, so we go up to 31. So we're at 31 points so far. Then, if the player has any bugs in their collection, you count those up. So what did I just say? Did I say 31? Uh-oh, I already forgot. No, I already forgot. I got to retally it, guys. I'm a goofball. I can't remember if I said 31 or 41. It was 2 for each different colored slime, so that was 4. Then for items crafted, I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize. I've got a freaking goldfish memory. I can't remember if I said 31 or 41, and I want to make sure that I get it right. So let's double check. I should probably be using a calculator for this. So we got 4, or if my memory just worked, that would be good too. 6, 10, and then it was 14 with the food. Yeah, it was 14. Plus 5 was 19. Plus 3 was 22. Plus 5 was 27, and then plus the 4 was 31. Okay, so it's 31, plus 3 more is 34. So we're at 34. 3-4. Game night, remember that. 3-4. Star points for each renovated structure on their farm. Plus 5 from the windmill, so we go up to 39. And then negative star points for any garbage. So we've got -6, so we're down to 33. So our final score is 33. It's pretty low. We technically did win the game, but let's see where that puts us on the chart. 33. We're a farm hand, so we're on like the bottom half of the chart there. But hey, I'll take it, man. We didn't come up as a newcomer with less than 20 points, so I'll take it. We got 33. There we go. So there we go. We're a farm hand in Cozy Oaks. We'll take what we can get. So fun, dudes. I absolutely love this game. It is just super, super fun, and it was really fun playing on that harder difficulty. What was that mode? Swampy Farm. Very cool. Maybe next time we'll try Sandy Farm. I don't know. Maybe we'll try Swampy Farm one more time and see if we can beat our score and maybe get up to journeyman status instead of farmhand and get promoted. And then maybe after that, we'll try Sandy Farm. And you need 18 friendship hearts in order to win on Sandy Farm. But either way, technically, we won the game. We didn't lose. So let's freaking go, guys. If you enjoyed this playthrough, be sure to hit the thumbs up like button down below. Click the red subscribe button and click the bell so that you can stay notified every time I upload brand new playthroughs. And I'll have more playthroughs of Cozy Oaks and other solo player tabletop games coming to the channel in the near future. And if you want to help support the channel, man, you can also click that join button down below and become a channel member. There's a couple different tiers that you could choose from. And either way you go, you'll get some sweet emojis and some other little perks for becoming a channel member. So it's very much appreciated. And everybody who's already done that, thank you guys so very much, seriously. And just all of you guys, even if you just watch the videos and, you know, just interact with the videos, I really, really appreciate that too. So thank you guys so very much, man. And until the next one, have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.